Now, we have to be prepared to shell out more for our dream car, given that the government has hiked the excise duty by 2%. Maruti, General Motors, TVS and Toyota said that they will now go ahead and hike prices. Large cars will now attract a duty of 27% from the earlier 25%. Yatin Moda joins in with the details. Yatin.
Well, Aman, this time the budget did not, shell out any negative surprises as far as the budget was concerned, because most of the analysts were anticipating a duty on diesel car which did not come. So companies like M&M, which have 100% of their sales coming in from diesel cars, and companies like Maruti, which have a sales volume of close to 30% from diesel car, did not get impacted. But as you mentioned earlier, 2% was the kind of excise duty increase that we saw, which applies to all auto companies. This is largely a bit negative for four-wheeler companies, because they would have to increase the product prices in order to pass all the rising costs to customers. But it's a bit neutral for two-wheeler companies like Bajaj Auto, Hero MotoCorp and TVS for that matter. Also, what the finance minister told, that they will be increasing the allocation for improving road infrastructure and strengthening the financials of NHAI. That would be a slight positive for all the auto companies. But we had the management of Maruti Suzuki, Mr. R.C. Bhargav, which clearly indicated that the petrol car volumes will deteriorate going forward, as the demand for diesel cars will rise, as there was no tax this time round, and they will have to increase the production of diesel cars as well as the price of the car in order to pass on the entire excise duty impact to the customers. So let's hear him out what he had to say post the budget speech.
In the coming year, petrol car sales will certainly be hit by the 2% increase in excise duty. But the diesel cars, I think, will remain buoyant. The worry I have is that if we invest in diesel engines now in a big way, will this policy continue beyond the next year or two? If it changes again, then there's a problem. The increase in excise duty is passed on to the customer. So that will happen this year also, I would expect. The ex-factory price goes up by 2%. The customer price will increase by a little bit less than 2%. Overall, the balance will probably tilt in favor of growth of the automobile industry. Maybe not a double-digit growth, but close to a double-digit growth.